So today we're multiplying a binomial. Binomials have two terms. By a polynomial, you can multiply as many terms by as many terms as you want. Today we're going to be doing 2 by 2s and 2 by 3s. Here are our steps. We still multiply the coefficients, and we still add the exponents. So multiply your coefficients, add your exponents. Then at the end of every problem, we have a new step. We're going to have to combine like terms, which is what we did in 6.1, and we're going to write our answer in standard form. We also did that in 6.1. So down here I have a little note that says every term in the first binomial distributes to every term in the second bi/trinomial. First question of the day for you guys, what's 2 times 2? What's 2 times 3? 6. So those are going to be the two things you guys see today. So we're going to do 2 terms by 2 terms, and we're going to do a 2 by 2 box. We're going to do 2 terms by 3 terms and do a 2 by 3 box. We use these boxes to organize ourselves because we have to remember to multiply 2x times x, 2x times 3, negative 5 times x, and negative 5 times 3. And since that's a lot of stuff and even more stuff when we get to the 2 by 3s, the boxes help us organize ourselves. So this is how we are going to use the boxes. We are always going to take our first binomial, and we are going to put it on the left side. So it's 2x minus 5. So we're going to put 2x on the top here, and then we're going to put negative 5 right here. If it was plus 5, we could just put positive 5. But since it's minus 5, we're going to put negative 5. That's the first thing that we're going to do. Then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to write the other binomial, in this case, across the top. So we're going to write x right here. We're going to write 3 right here. And I just wrote 3. I didn't write plus 3 because I only need the negative if it's negative. Any questions as to what I've done? Okay. Make sure you put 1 on the side and 1 on the top. Don't mix them together. Don't put like 2x and x over here and negative 5 and 3 over here. So this whole one, 2x minus 5, comes over here. This whole one comes up here. Then we are going to add in those imaginary 1s that we had. So I can add in my first power here. And I can add in 1 to the first power here. And that's going to help me a lot when I multiply. Nathan, Manuel, Brandon. Thank you. All right, so from here, we just multiply. And we are going to fill in every box with we multiply what's on the side with what's on the top. So we're going to do 2x to the first times 1x to the first. We multiply the coefficients, so 2 times 1 is 2. And then we add the exponents. 1 plus 1 is also 2. So we get 2x squared. And then our top right box, I always go across the top row and then I do the bottom row. 2x to the first times 3. We do 2 times 3, which is 6. And then that x to the first just stays x, or x to the first. You can write the first power if you want. You don't have to. Okay. Then bottom left-hand box is going to be negative 5 times 1x to the first. That's going to be negative 5x to the first. And then the bottom right-hand box is going to be negative 5 times 3, which will give me negative 15. So I filled in all 4 pieces of my box. 2 times 2 is 4, so I should have 4 total things. Any questions right now? Okay, so this is not our final answer. We have to combine like terms and write our answer in standard form, which means highest to lowest exponent. You're always going to go from top left corner to bottom right corner. It's going to go in this direction. That's just the way the numbers will end up. So my highest exponent is 2, so that 2x squared is going to go first in my answer. So I've got my 2x squared here. You can like circle or cross off as you go, if that helps you. Then I have my x to the first. I have both 6x to the first and negative 5x to the first. Those have the same exponents, so we can combine them. So this negative 5x to the first and this 6x to the first. So you can either think what's negative 5 plus 6 or what's 6 minus 5. What's 6 minus 5? 1. So we end up with plus 1x to the first. You can write plus 1x to the first, or you can just write plus x. And then my last term is this negative 15. It goes by itself at the end. 2x squared plus x minus 15. And that would be my final answer. So the box is a tool to get to multiplying. And make sure you multiply everything by everything. And then the bottom part is your final answer. Any questions right now? Okay, we're going to do one more together on notes, and then we're going to pick one on your assignment to do. So the next one we've got on notes is 3x squared minus 2, so that goes on the left side here. So 3x squared and minus 2. And then across the top, I've got 5x squared, x, and negative 4. On that x, I'm going to put in my 1x to the first as well. And then we start multiplying. 3 times 5 is 15. And then I add my exponents. 2 plus 2 is 4. Three times 1 is 3. I add my exponents. 2 plus 1 is 3. So I get 3x cubed in that top middle box. In my top right box, I've got 3 times negative 4. So that's going to be negative 12. And then I have just x squared. So that just stays x squared. Bottom left hand, I've got negative 2 times 5, which is negative 10. And then just that x squared. Negative 2 times x is just negative 2x. And then negative 2 times negative 4, negative times negative is positive, so I'm going to get plus 8. It's positive there. Okay, any questions about filling out the boxes? Any questions about how I got any of those 6 terms? Yes. To fill out the boxes or what we do now? To fill out the boxes, we multiplied the coefficients. So we multiplied the number in front and we added the exponents. Just like we did on Tuesday. Yep, just like we did on Tuesday. Okay, any other questions? Okay, so from here, now we can combine everything. So that 15x to the fourth is my highest exponent, so it'll go first. And I like to either circle or mark off, do something as I go to make sure I use all of them. Then 3x to the third will go next. If it's positive, it's plus. If it's negative, then it's minus. Then I can combine together my negative 10x squared and my negative 12x squared. If I take $10 from you and I take $12 from you, I've now taken $22 from you. That's negative 22x squared. And then I've got minus 2x here. And I've got just an 8, so that's just plus 8. Okay. There are no examples on the back of this, so let's go ahead and take this and glue it into our notebook. And then I'm going to pass out your assignments while we're doing that. And we're going to do one on your assignment together. You guys can pick which one. I don't care. I just feel like we need to do one more together. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Bye, recording.